Welcome to Dice and Daggers, brought to you by Sadness. Unfortunately, our Brawn is out sick today, and so she will not be able to join us, but we will continue. No, she's sick. Stop it. But we will be continuing the stream today, and I will be NPCing Brawn to the best of my ability. So, as always, our art is brought to you by the lovely Madako Takon over on Etsy, and our music is done by Tabletone. No announcements for today, so we are just going to go ahead and get straight on into it, and then rejoin our Misfits in a firefight.
This has been the story so far. The Misfits bring Talia to their home until they can figure out what to do with her. While Benjamin tries to understand the reason she was experimented on, Roxy takes a more maternal approach. After a restful night, the Misfits decide to interfere with the Black Fist slave trading. Thanks to Roxy's espionage as a rat, the Misfits learned where many of them were waiting in the storage room, and Benjamin decided to unleash a fireball, bringing the roof down on unexpected traffickers.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. All right, can I get everybody to roll initiative as the fireball explodes across the roof and immediately it crackles down. Bits of it are on fire as it falls down on. You hear screaming of men as they are crushed under the weight of the roof above them, and you hear the screams of the people inside as well. Both men and women shouting out in a bit of a panic as the roof suddenly comes down on top of them.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water.
We probably do.
Nah, there's no drugs that should explode, hopefully, in there.
Maybe some prestidigitation.
Alrighty. And with that, I have Braun, Roxy, Kasara, Benjamin, Hobie, and my people. Alright, with that, Braun is up first. He is going to rage. As a bonus action, getting into the fight, he begins sprinting. Let's see, that's 35, 50, 60. He can only get to here, but he is running around the building trying to get into that door and is getting ready to fight. That's his bonus action, movement, and action, so that is his turn. Hobie is joining Braun. That is going to take his movement and action as well. The guards across the street are beginning to... Actually, they're going to run inside because they just heard the roof collapse. Alrighty. So they're going to run into here and then use their action to run further and see if they can save any of their companions. Yep, this guy is going to do as well. I was about to say something about Roxy, but you wouldn't be able to see it actually. Alright, this guy's going to run up towards...
I can see it here, but...
Well, technically you're on top of the roof right now. You're not actually inside.
That's true.
So,
You're right.
yeah, that's the only reason I didn't mention it. This guy is going to run forward and try and stab Braun. That is a natural 20 to hit. Starting off strong.
Yes. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, natural 20 to hit Braun. For a total of 11 damage, being halved to 5 because he's raging. So this guy sees Braun run around the corner and goes, "Oh shit!" after hearing a enormous fireball. Actually, what am I doing? This is all wrong. You guys have a
Braun,
surprise
why are you
round.
being hit? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, Braun, you're not getting hit. Good job.
My apologies, audience. I had forgotten myself. This is a surprise round. So, the enemy was not aware that the roof was going to suddenly explode and collapse on top of them. As, you know, normal people can't predict that kind of thing. So you guys have an entire round in order to get yourself situated into better positions and get where you want to be. Roxy, it is now your turn. You are currently a rat on top of a roof.
I guess I would do an investigation to see if there's any new hole that's not on fire near me.
Go ahead and use an investigation check.
Ooh, dirty rat.
11. 11.
Luckily, as I stated last session, this roof is very damaged, so it is not hard to find any leaks because this thing probably hasn't been repaired in decades. And given the amount of damage that this jungle environment can do to a roof, yeah, you're able to find one, crawl inside, and get onto the crawl space and of the joists that run across the roof.
And then, I guess what is a mouse's speed? Probably just 30, but
I believe it's
still
30. It might be 20.
not mouse, but rat. That was my little ratty movement. Speed. Oh, only 20. Okay.
Yeah, you are a small creature, so technically you're a tiny creature, but yeah.
I will move this 20 on the beams above everyone's head, just to there.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it. I just rat.
Alrighty, Kasara, it is your turn.
Can I scale up the wall and get onto the roof?
You can try, yeah, with an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
I'm going to do acrobatics. I don't have a -1 to that. I nat
But you
one
do
anyways,
nat
so it
one.
doesn't fucking matter.
All right, you know those
No.
like those parkour videos where the guy's like trying to run up that curved thing and they just run straight into the wall. That's pretty much what you did. Is you ran forward, you
Damn.
went to put your foot out there, but your other foot slipped and you just went into the wall and went ugh.
I'm gonna look back at Benjamin and say, "You shut the fuck up about this."
You didn't
Thank-
see anything.
Thank you, life, Lilfo Queen. It's good to know you like the Sundays more. Also, first-time chatter.
It's a pleasure
Oh,
to
I
have
was
you
like,
here.
who? What are you saying? I didn't.
I might have pronounced it wrong.
I glad you pronounced it because I couldn't.
Oh, it's
Little-
little Fa Queen.
Oh, Lilfo Queen. You're
Little
right.
Fa Queen, yeah.
I'm glad you got that once again.
Wait a minute, is that my sister?
I don't know.
That's probably my
Little
sister.
Foe Queen.
Yeah, no, that's her type of humor. That's probably her. All right, welcome back. I just got a text. it's
Wahahaha. Yep, yeah. I'm with
Yeah.
your sister for sure.
yeah. What time do you guys start again? It's me.
Family.
LOL. I knew it. Alrighty. Hey sis, and welcome to everybody else. Kasara, is there anything else you'd like to do to your turn other than threaten Benjamin to keep your pride?
No.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Kasara, hold still.
Do I get to walk on walls?
I feel like he was gonna do something else, but that.
Not yet. I'm gonna
Not
twin.
yet.
I'm gonna twin spell invisibility on me and Katsara.
Both of you disappear from sight. Kasara, as he
And-
says this to you, there's a moment of like, "What are you doing to me?" And then suddenly just, oh.
And I will move right
It
here
disappeared.
and in my turn.
Alrighty. Next, all right, we are going back to the top of the turn order. Your surprise round is over. Braun is stepping up to the plate and is just going to move 10 feet and attempt to cleave this man in half.
Get him, Braun.
All right, turn on that rage damage. Great axe attack. That is a 19 to hit for 12 damage. That definitely hits. And this guy, Braun runs forward and just side swings straight into this guy's torso. And you,
Get me at that man.
Benjamin, you walk around the corner just to see a half of a torso fly over Braun's shoulder and crash onto the ground while his feet flop down onto the ground. Braun is moving another 20 feet to get to the other one and is going to attempt to end him as well. That is a 16 to hit for 12. Braun lifts his axe and swings down into this guy's collarbone, slashing down and breaking into his heart. This guy is also immediately dropped to the ground. And then Braun reaches over and tries to grab onto the doorknob, but it's
Big
locked.
dog.
And just... Alrighty. Next is Hobie. Kasara, you hear off in the distance. If you don't hurry up, I'm gonna get everyone before you.
Get far.
And he is going to run over and use his action to pick the lock. Having to sort of like push Braun away as Braun is just basically doing the cartoon thing where they're like putting their feet on the wall and going, trying to rip the door off. Alrighty.
All strength, no brain.
No brain.
Alrighty, and he rolled an 18, so that door is unlocked and it is open. And they can now see the enemies inside. A cluster of wood has crashed onto them, and some of those chunks of wood are currently burning and on fire. Alrighty, this guy. Alright, the guys on the other side are going to begin running in, as there is definitely something going on inside. They can see their companions bursting into flames, so he is running movement and action to get there. Same with his companion. Alrighty, and that guy is dead. Roxy, it is your turn.
Great. I am going to move 20 to here to the wall, and I am going to then, I guess, how high up am I? Just curious.
This is a warehouse, so you're probably 15 feet in the air.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, the peak of the roof is probably 20 feet, and you're about 15 feet up because you're in the rafters.
How high are these like cages?
I would say about 10 feet. So there's about a 5-foot drop in between.
So if I use my full movement, like a full 40, like let's say so I did 20 to get to the wall, could another 20 get me down the wall?
Sure. I'll have you roll. Well, you're a rat, actually, and this is what. So yeah, well, I'll say 20 feet will get you down onto the floor. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna do that, and then I guess that's my turn.
Alrighty. You hear busting out from under the woodpile as this wolf howls. This wolfman howls into the night. He is going to start sprinting towards that open door. You hear Hobie go, "Oh shit!" As Braun goes, "Hell yeah!" And he is going to start.
Distance. Don't be a pussy.
He is going to get 60 feet and get right into the doorway, blocking the entrance for Hobie and Braun. Actually, I'll consider that difficult terrain. So he uses his 60 feet. He's going to be able to get down to here, but he's got on the way. So where the wood is going to be considered difficult terrain because you have to climb over basically a busted roof. And it's not just a simple sprint. Alrighty. The other wolf is going to use his movement and his action as well. 10, 20, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and get to there. Kasara, it is your turn.
Can I try scaling up the roof again?
You can.
10?
10. Luckily, a 10 isn't too bad. Especially considering that, like I said, this isn't a sheer smooth marble wall. This is a rough warehouse, and so you are able to basically just push and almost like parkour your way up onto the wall until you can get to the broken part and look down inside. And we'll put you right there so you can see inside, and you can see the absolute havoc that Benjamin's fireball made in this room.
Was that an action for me to climb up that wall?
I will say that it was. I will say that's part of your movement to see how much you have to sacrifice, essentially. And because of you rolled a 10 and it was adequate enough, I'm not going to say that it was difficult terrain. I'm going to say that you still have 15 feet of movement.
Okay, so I don't know like how big the hole would be. I'm going to assume it. Say the edge of the hole is on the edge of the flames.
Well, basically, the edge of this entire like corner has been removed.
Okay.
Let me get a draw tool. Basically, this entire corner here was removed, and then parts of this area over here as well broke down and basically just caved into itself. So there is a lot of room for you to get in.
Nope, I didn't mean to move. Don't worry about it. Okay. So can we say that so I've got 15 feet of movement, so I move 10 feet here,
Okay.
and then use the last of my 5 feet to jump down the hole here?
Sure. Yeah. See, 15 feet. So you are going to take a little bit of damage because you are jumping
fine.
higher than 10 feet. But you are able to jump down and land. You only take 4 points of damage as you land, and just you hear a little in your ankle, as that was a very solid landing.
And then I would like to throw my dagger
Alrighty.
at this guy.
Alright. I believe he is outside of the dagger's standard 20-foot range, which would make a disadvantage. But you are invisible, so that gives you advantage. So it's just a straight roll if you'd like to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty.
11.
You're throwing your short sword or your dagger?
Oh, shit, my dagger.
Yeah. And I believe this is a +1 dagger, isn't it? It is.
17, yes.
Alrighty, a 17 definitely hits. As you pull out this blade, you feel a little hum as the unstable magic around your dagger wants to return it back to the sheath, and you, as out of nowhere, this dagger just appears and begins spinning towards this thing, and he turns and looks at you as you do 8 piercing. And it seemed
Now
very
who
effective.
needs to hurry?
And as he goes to grab the dagger out of his shoulder, it disappears and reappears on your belt.
Nee, 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 nee.
Alrighty, that's your turn?
Yes.
Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move 30 and I want to cast darkness behind. Actually, I'm gonna cast it right in the door.
Okay.
Let's see, what's this? 15-foot radius. So 15-foot radius right over the door area. Just to sort of give us some cover from... I thought I heard something about guards heading this way. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Centered on there, that's 5, 10. So it needs to be bigger. There we go. That should be 15 feet right there. Yep, about 10 feet. Alright. So centered on right there. So you hear Braun, "Ah! What happened? Where'd everybody go?" And then you hear Hobie, "God damn it, what the fuck?"
You're welcome, Hoagie.
I'll kick your ass after this.
Hearing that, well, I can't. That's my turn.
You can't move away. Alrighty. Yep. Next, this guy is already down. So Braun is going to just blindly walk towards the door because he knows that last he saw there were enemies in there somewhere. And so he moves 5 feet and you guys hear dunk. Ah! And he finds the open doorway and moves another 5 feet. That's 10. And so that's going to be 20, 30. He's still in the darkness and can't see anything. And he's like, what the? Let's see. He's just going to use an action to blindly throw it, one of his javelins. He pulls out one of his javelins and just throws it at the last place he thinks he saw the wolf, so he's going to have disadvantage. That's still a 20. So Braun has one of those beautiful mind moments where all the math is just flying by and connecting, and he goes, and chucks it, and he hears off in the distance this, and he goes, yeah, as he throws the spear at the one on the left and does 10 points of damage. Alrighty. It is now Hobie's turn. You just hear a slur of cursing and just motherfucking as he like moves forward 10 feet,
Sorry, Hobie.
30. He's still inside the darkness technically, and so he's going to throw one of his or he's going to pull out his longbow and take a blind shot to where the last time he saw the werewolves was. That is an 18 to hit. Ooh, actually, I forgot about something. There wasn't a yelp of pain. There was a impact as the javelin from Braun hit the werewolf, but it just clattered off. Hobie fires an arrow, and it too, ting, bounces off of the werewolf's hide. Alrighty, next are these two guys. One of them is going to be getting 5, 10, 20, 30 up to here. He is going to throw his spear at Kasara with disadvantage because you are too far away. That is a 10 to hit you, Kasara.
That misses.
All right, so he climbs on the rubble and throws it, and you just quickly step out of the way as it into the wall behind you. This next guy is going to follow the lead. 5, 15, 25. That's as far as he can get. And he's going to do the same thing and throw a spear at you. You're the only one he can see right now. That is another 8.
Misses.
So this one actually goes short and just buries itself into the wood pile. Roxy, it is now your turn.
Now that I am down on the ground and they are distracted, where would be the front of these cages, you would say?
In the middle. So these ones, the front is here, and these ones are the front is there. So basically, this is like a hallway, and those are doors.
I'm gonna shapeshift back into myself
Alrighty.
as bonus action.
Poof. You are Roxy once again. So far, all the attention is on the other side of the room, so you don't see anybody looking and going, "Hey!"
And then I'm gonna move. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna move like 15 here. What can I do? I don't think I have lockpick. I know. God damn.
Well, you're on the wrong side. The door is on this side.
Damn it.
So you can go ahead and put yourself back. Becca appreciated my "where'd everybody go" line. I knew you would.
Can I do produce flames and put it up to the lock?
You
and just
can,
start trying to melt it?
but it is, well, you can, but this is a mechanical lock, so you are aware that it's going to take a while to...
Oh, fine. I will cast Flaming Sphere. Or wait, no. God damn it. Yeah, Flaming Sphere is... That's unfortunately, that's an orb. Never mind. Ah!
Unfortunately, you're not a rogue, so
I'm not.
busting into locks is a little bit more difficult. As you're fiddling around, one of the ladies inside is looking at you like trying to figure out what you want to do with this lock, and she looks at you and goes, "One of the guards has the key."
And I'll just go, ah! And then I'll turn into a wolf to go against other wolves.
Dire wolf, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright. You turn into the immense and powerful dire wolf. Your paws and teeth ignite with little flames as your amulet triggers the wildfire.
Yeah. And I have, like, what? 20 more movement now?
Technically the wolf has 40 movement,
That's 50.
correct? It has 50.
50.
You've only used 15 of that technically, at most. So you have 45 left.
I'm gonna stalk my way over here And I'll sit right here and wait for my next turn.
All right, you do still have an action if you'd like to use it.
There's nothing I can do right now. I'm a wolf. I can't get to anyone.
Alrighty.
Realness indeed.
These werewolves are going to step forward and take the disadvantage from the darkness, as they cannot exactly see Hobie and Braun, but they can sense that they're there, not only because of their attacks, but because of their strong sense of smell. Alright, so he's going to run over to Hobie and make a claw attack. With disadvantage, it's still an 18, which does hit for 8 slashing. And then he's going in for a bite, another 18, even with disadvantage. And so that is another 10 piercing. So Hobie takes 18 points of damage on that attack. Alrighty, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. He succeeds. Alrighty. The next one is running towards Braun, who is still raging. I need to remember that. It is going to attempt to take a bite and a claw attack with disadvantage. The bite is a 7 that misses, and the claw attack is a 9 that misses. So this guy's sticking his head into darkness and slashing, and Braun is just standing there just basically feeling the wind of this guy's attacks as he is just wildly going after him. Kasara, it is your turn.
I am.
Remember that whenever you move over the wood piles, it costs 10 feet of movement, not 5.
So can I? Measuring thing out. Can I move this way and avoid that?
Technically, yes.
And if I land right here, will I be in darkness?
Yes. Say if the line goes over the majority of the hex, then yes.
Okay, so for each square, that's 10 feet.
Correct.
So 10, 20, 30. Okay, so I am gonna move right here. And I am going to throw my dagger.
All right, the dagger that has returned into your belt, you will pull it out again, and this time you do not have disadvantage. It is just a straight roll because you are in range.
And I can attack twice, correct?
Yes. So you can throw 2 daggers if you'd like.
And it can be the same dagger?
Technically, with this feature, no, because it returns to your hand at the end of your turn, not during your
Okay,
turn.
then I'll throw my Raven Blade and my dagger. And then I'll just have to go back for my Raven Blade.
Alrighty.
Or no, I'll just throw my normal dagger and the returning one. Okay. So here's number 1. 23.
Alrighty, 23. That definitely hits.
5 piercing.
Alright, he takes 5 points of damage as you hurl your blade and it sinks into his shoulder again. He looks at it with annoyance.
And then a 13.
13 does hit, but you see the tip of the blade slap into his pectoral and just bounce off and clatter onto the ground. Didn't seem to have any effect.
Only magical weapons. Okay.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
That is all I can do.
Alright, Benjamin, it is now your turn. And you have a ring of darkness in front of you.
I will move to here.
Alright, you are in complete darkness.
Yeah, luckily, I don't remember what does it, but only I'm able to see in this darkness.
No, that is if you use your sorcery points to cast it. Or if you expend some sorcery points when you cast darkness, I believe. So did you do that?
I will do that now.
Okay.
In addition, you can cast 2 sorcery points. Cast it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the Eyes of Darkness. There we go.
All right.
Does that count as an action? You have when you look.
Okay,
Here,
so
I'll put this-
instead of casting it with a spell slot, you're casting it with sorcery points, using
Okay.
2 sorcery points. So go ahead and return your spell slot and remove your sorcery points, and you can see through this darkness.
Okay.
So you do not have disadvantage on attack rolls or anything like that.
All right.
Alrighty.
I add
So you trot through this confidently, knowing and being able to see everything around you, and basically almost like this distorted, like as if there was like those heat waves going through. You can see through the magic with no problem.
Okay. I will just stay in the darkness. Sleep, you beautiful creatures. And I'm gonna try and cast sleep on the werewolves.
All right.
Way to make
I'll
it weird.
cast it at a 3rd level. Only 18. 19. So you add that?
Yep, you add them together.
Okay. We've got some numbers.
That's
Who wants to do the
37.
math?
Yeah, 18 and 19 is 37. Alrighty, 37 is not enough. Their hit points are higher than that, so neither of them fall asleep. They simply ignore you.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, Braun is up next, and he is sick of being blind and is gonna, is going to step out of this ring of darkness, match the werewolf, and eye to eye as he swings his great axe. First one is a 14 to hit, which does 10 damage as he buries his axe into this thing's chest. Another swing around, 13 to hit. That does hit still, and for another 12 points of damage. These things can only be hurt in certain ways, but their AC is not super high. So a total of 18, 19, 20, 22 points of damage. All right, the wolf growls at him as this happens. And with that, that's the start of the turn. You guys start to hear ding 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 ding, but alarm bells. But they're quiet, almost as if they're far away, which is quite strange. Hobie is going to take the attack of opportunity and get out of the darkness. So that werewolf is going to try and take a claw attack at him with disadvantage. That is only a 13. That is not enough to hit Hobie. No, it is not. Alrighty. Hobie is going to attempt to attack with his short swords. But as he swings, the first one is a hit and the second one is a hit. But both of them bounce off of this werewolf's hide. And he looks at his blades and go, shit. And the werewolf growls at him. Alrighty. Next, these two guards. Technically they're bandits, but this one's gonna run forward and try to stab at Hobie. Hobie looks at him and goes, oh good, someone I can kill. That is a 15, which barely hits him. Alright. Alrighty. The next guy is running. That is 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to get to here. And he's going to throw one at you, Kasara. Because he missed you the first time. But now... Actually, how far are you? You might still be out of range. Yeah, you are just out of range. So he's still going to be rolling with disadvantage. That is a 20 to hit you with disadvantage. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hit.
7 piercing as he throws his other spear and shoves it right into your shoulder. You look at him with anger as you rip it out. Next is Roxy.
So does that mean that I have the spear in my
Technically, sure.
I mean, I'm gonna come up behind these guys. Right there.
Alrighty. Remember not to overlap. There you go. Any of those are within your range of attack. So
Who
who do
gives
you
me
like?
advantage? This one? or this
Yes.
one?
The werewolf does give you advantage. The other ones do not.
Wolf on wolf violence.
I guess I'm gonna try to fight out this werewolf.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
It's 21.
21 definitely hits, but as you bite down onto this werewolf, you see your fangs wrap around the muscle of his arm, but you don't taste any blood and you don't feel any penetration through your teeth. And as you let go and look back, the only thing that you see is the burn, the fire damage that you did. As your bite does not seem to be effective against these creatures. So you did 1 point of fire damage.
Cool.
Alrighty.
That's all I got.
However, it does need to make a succeed on a strength saving throw or be prone because it is a creature.
This is true.
That is a 16, so it does succeed. It is able to hold its ground, and you're not able to throw it onto the ground with your jaw. Alrighty. The werewolf is going to turn back to you, who just bit it, and just growl at you as if you're like some sort of like competitor, and is going to try and slash at you with its claws. It's a 19 to hit for 5.
19 hits.
And then a 10. So its claw rakes across your shoulder, and it goes down, and you wince in pain, and as you pull back, he tries to bite down on you and just catches air. All right.
How rude.
Don't you do that. We're kin.
Yeah. Yeah. I may have bit you first, but that's still not fair.
That's not how this works. All right. Claw attack from the other werewolf to Braun. Goes wide and misses as Braun is able to slip and slide across this shattered wood floor with ease. The next one is also a 6. And this thing is just not able to get onto Braun as he's just basically dancing like Michael Jackson. Just can't touch this. Alrighty. Alrighty, Kasara, it is your turn.
I would like to. And then I would like to double attack.
Alrighty.
Where did my thing go? Okay. Sorry.
Remember to do them one at a time, just in case you end up killing him on the first one.
Okay. Hold on. Before I do that. I'd like to use my bonus action to cast.
Ooh, hocus pocus.
I'd like to cast see. Hold on, sorry.
There's so many smite
I'd like to-
choices.
I know, there's so many of them. I'm gonna cast magic weapon.
Okay, and then make your weapon a +1. I'm assuming you're doing that to the Raven Sword? Was that a yes?
How do I do that? Yes, sorry, I said yes.
Okay. We just remember that from now on you have a +1 to your attack rolls and to your damage rolls. So you've casted it, now you can attack however you like.
Okay, then I would like to do one with my Raven Blade, 21.
Alright, 21 does hit. So you
With
run over and
7.
slash him across the chest, and he jumps back in pain, but looks at you and holds his spear up like he's getting ready for another attack.
And then I would like to attack again with my Raven Blade.
Alrighty.
Only 8.
An
Or
8,
9.
Or, yeah, a 9. Unfortunately, a 9 misses. So your second slash is
Growl
not able
at
to
him.
get through his chainmail.
You growl at him?
Yep. I bare my teeth. I'm like,
Alrighty.
I'm channeling Boo Bear.
Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Okay, DM, can you remind me how many how many sorcery points my back beetle carries?
It does not carry sorcery points, it carries spell slots, and you used it for specific spells. You should have written them down.
Okay.
I believe they're in your bio. I think you used sleep at a second level or something like that.
Okay. These creatures are not listening to me, so I guess I will give them fleas. And I will use my last sorcery point to twin spell infestation onto both of them.
Alrighty. You guys see a bunch of bugs and beetles just summon out of the ground, crawling out of the wood, and just start harassing these two werewolves.
As long as they don't see me, I'm good.
DC 15 for con saves.
The first one is a 17, and the second one is a 14. So the second one fails. What happens if they fail? Or take 1d6 poison damage and move 5 feet in a random direction.
I'll roll the d4.
Alrighty, so go ahead and roll a d4. So one of them
So
doesn't take any
north.
damage at all. So the first one doesn't take any damage at all. And this guy moves north into the darkness as he's...
Wait, do I get an opportunity attack?
Unfortunately, no. It specifically, it
Ah.
specifically says this movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Basically, you guys are just as surprised that he moved as he is. Because those beetles just came out of nowhere and he's going... and so he takes the 7 points of damage, but the other one, unfortunately, takes none. Alrighty. Is that your turn?
This is Charlie.
Yes.
It does. How nice. Sorry, I just realized that.
Alrighty, Braun is going to go, hey, where are you going? And come and run back in. He doesn't want to hit the one in the darkness and gain disadvantage, so he is going to swing at the one in front of him and just make it normal. That is a 20 to hit, which definitely hits for 16 slashing, and a 13 to hit for another 13 slashing. So 16, 13, 29 points of damage to this guy. Alrighty, as he runs over and just cleaves it into his stomach, spins around and hits into the collarbone again. You see this werewolf is bloodied and beaten, and he's just angrily growling. Hobie looks over to the one that you just messed up, Kasara, and he just points at it. He points at it and goes, "This one's mine. You get fuzzball," as he can't really do anything to him. And Hobie is going to attack with his short sword. That is a 13 to hit. Oh, I still have disadvantage on. Hold on. That is a 16 to hit. That barely hits. As he says this to you, he just cuts this guy's head off. And just a single quick swipe. Hobie's swords may not be able to do anything against a werewolf, but they are still very sharp. And he moves over and is just standing over the corpse now at this point. And is looking at the other guy with the spear like, come on. Because he doesn't want to get the attack of opportunity from the werewolf. Alrighty, that guy is gone. This one is going to accept Hobie's challenge and charge forward and attempt to stab him with the spear. That was with disadvantage. That is a 13 that misses. So Hobie just puts his blades together and redirects the spear, and it just goes wild. Roxy, you do have to duck a little bit as the spear goes over you, and Hobie goes, oh, sorry. Roxy, it is now your turn.
Alright. Well, this one moved in range, so I'm gonna hit this one. I'm gonna bite him.
Alrighty. Remove advantage.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I love the fact that I can
21.
add fire sound effects to the music in this. 21 definitely hits.
For 7 damage and 7 piercing and 5 fire damage.
All right, you run forward and bite onto his shoulder, and a burst of flames pours out of your mouth. This guy and collapses down on the ground. Hobie looks at you and goes, "Hey, that was mine. Bad dog.
I growl.
Bad dog."
And then can I look to see which guard, to see if either of these 2 guards had the keys on them?
You can make an investigation check on that on your next turn. That's a little bit too much detail to give you for free.
No worries.
No worries. All right. The werewolf has plenty to choose from. So he's gonna go after Braun, who just effed him up royally. Claw attack. That is a 22. Braun takes 9 slashing damage, halved to 4. And that is a 19. Braun takes 5 slashing damage, halved to 2. So a total of 6 damage. As Braun as he just digs his his claws into Braun's rib cage and then bites down on Braun's shoulder and lets go. Braun needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. Shouldn't be that hard. That's a 17. He is totally fine. All right, this werewolf is still in the darkness, but is annoyed with it and is going to run around to get to the other side of Braun and get out of that darkness so he can see him. He now has advantage because of flanking. Claw attack for 23 to hit for 7 slashing, halved down to 3. The bite attack is a 10. So as he runs out of the darkness, he gets a slash across Braun's back, but just bites into open air as he's unable to, as Braun is now aware of his presence. All right, 7 half to 3. All right, Kasara, it is now your turn.
I am gonna move here. Does that give me advantage?
No, that gives you disadvantage because you're in darkness.
Okay, what about here? Does that
That gives you advantage because you're flanking with the direwolf, yes.
Okay, then I would like to use my bonus action to do a second, so like 3 attacks. My 2 attacks plus my bonus action.
All right, you do
For the
your 2
duel.
attacks first, and then you do your bonus action, okay?
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, that was supposed to be an advantage, but
All right, we'll go ahead and roll it again. We'll see if you get your natural 20. All
Nope.
right, that still hits, and you do 7 points of damage as you move across the wood. The dire wolf like growls at the werewolf, getting his attention, and you slash him across the shoulder. He is looking very hurt.
and then another Raven Blade. 8.
Unfortunately, 8 is not enough to hit. With this one, he was able to like see your presence and was able to get out of the way.
And we'll be like, ooh, you. Or, well, technically it would have been a 9, but that didn't hit either. Like, ooh, you dirty bitch. And then I'm going to go for the dagger of returning. 22 for 8 piercing.
All right, 22 for 8 piercing definitely hits, and he, with that, he dodges your second swing and ends up like leaning back and lowering his head, and you just pull out your dagger from the sheath and sink it into his skull, and he drops down onto the ground, clatters onto the wood, dead. And as he does that, you see his body turn into a humanoid form, or into a human form, and your dagger reappears into your belt. Alrighty, is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Sleep, my child. I'm gonna try and cast sleep on him again.
Alrighty.
This is only at 2nd level, though.
He is pretty hurt.
22
Plus.
plus, so 35.
Alright.
shit.
You basically stick your head out of the darkness bubble and just sleep, my child, and he just and collapses onto the ground, completely asleep, just zonked out.
I want him Nobody can kill him.
I'm cutting this guy up. What? I
And
couldn't
that's
hear
what-
you
that-
over the darkness.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is Braun. Becca, you still there? Is Braun swinging or is he leaving it alone?
Right?
If she doesn't answer soon, I'm just going to roll the dice and we're going to 50-50 it. Kill it.
Kill it. You said kill it.
Kill it. Kill it with fire. Alrighty. So Braun just goes, hey, he's on the ground. And just gets ready to swing like he's chopping axe. Because this creature is asleep, it's an automatic critical, and he has advantage. So if he hits, it's an automatic critical. Alrighty, that is an 18 to hit, which hits, and so Braun gets to roll an additional D12 for the damage. And so that is 8 plus 3, 11 plus 2, 13 points of damage as he cleaves into this werewolf. This werewolf immediately wakes up from the impact, but is still prone, so Braun still has advantage on the attack, but is no longer a critical as he swings down with another 18 to hit for a total of 11 points of damage. This werewolf is looking really messed up as another just like chopping wood swings into his torso.
Ooh. Big dog. Is Becca no longer in the sesh?
She's here.
No, I know. I was reading the message.
Oh,
from
no. Becca is just unfortunately very sick, and so she wasn't able to join us today. However, she still is with us in chat because she loves us and wants to see me kill her character if it happens. No. All right. Hobie is going to offer words of encouragement to Braun and just be like, yep, get him, big guy. Turn him into lunch. Alrighty, that guard is down. Roxy, it is now your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna check out these, like... Can I check out both guards or just one? Investigation to see...
You can roll an investigation check to check any of them that aren't currently, like, buried easily. Just, like, basically you're giving a once-over at everyone's utility belts.
12.
With a 12, unfortunately, it's enough that you are aware that the ones that you're fighting don't have the keys. You gather that they're probably buried under the rubble.
Alright, I'm gonna... So not, like, these three, but potentially these two over here next? Maybe?
Those ones are only
fire?
partially buried by the debris, so you can tell that they don't have it either.
Okay.
It's going to be one of the ones in the big pile.
Two. Actually, how much movement do I have? 50. I knew that. Trying to avoid the fire. Oh yeah, but it's like 10 for moving on top, right?
Yes, so you can only move 5 squares once you get onto the
15.
wood. That fire is not like a roaring, dangerous fire. It is essentially just like smoldering, like the fire is starting. It looks bigger on the map than it actually is.
That's okay, so 15.
Kill it with fire. I have no fire.
My brain's not wanting to math today.
So 15, 25, 35, 45. All right, and that will get you up there. 55. So you can't go 55, so you got to go back to 45.
Okay. Then I'll be here for the next one to investigate.
Alrighty, sounds good. The werewolf gets up onto his feet, taking half his movement, and is going to slash at Braun, who has been royally screwing him up. He no longer has advantage. 20 to hit Braun for 9 slashing, halved to 4. The bite attack is only a 7, so this guy is only able to dig his claws across Braun's torso as he's taunting him and, wanting to kill him. and get 4 slashing, but the bite goes out into the air with no effect. Kasara, it is now your turn.
So that would be 20. So this would be 30.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to triple it. Without
Alrighty.
advantage.
All right, you
Correct.
run around the wood pile. You do not have advantage where you are now. And
Okay.
you draw your raven blade
In that one.
and make a foolish mistake of stepping on a loose piece of board and almost doing the splits and then correcting yourself and kind of like looking at the wolf. Both the wolf and Braun are looking at you like, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna be just like, mind your own fucking business. And swing again. And I got an 8. That did do shit.
You're trying to recover from that embarrassment, but unfortunately your swing goes wild and isn't able to plant it.
26 with my dagger.
All right, how do you want to do
For
this?
5 pierce. I'm gonna drive it up underneath his chin, like always.
So the wolf is looking at you like, "Lady, are you okay?" And you're just like, "Shut up," and just shove the dagger straight underneath his chin. He and collapses onto the ground, dead, and he slowly turns back into a human.
Before he turns back into a human, am I able to get like a canine tooth out of his mouth?
As you like try and grab it and rip it out, it turns back into a human molar in your hands.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, without the magic of the curse there, he turns back to human. All parts of him.
We'll kick him just out of frustration.
Alrighty, and we are officially out of combat. Go ahead and roll your investigation check, Roxy.
All right. Becca, we love you too. We know that's why you're here, is because you love us. It's okay. Just me and Landry. We feel so loved.
Hey,
Sorry,
We
I'm
don't
just
like
reading
the
my
chat.
mom says I'm awesome.
Your mom's a liar. Sorry.
Well, iCarly reference for you.
Your mama be lying.
I got a 4.
You start to like sift with the wood with your nose and your paws, and you like go to sniff, and one of these guys has not bathed regularly, apparently, as you just go, "Arr! Ah!" And you aren't able to find anything of interest with that, unfortunately.
Can't. I thought I put that kit.
I'm gonna move over here then, and then can I sniff over at these guys or investigate up
Go ahead and roll
away from the
investigation
stinky
check.
man?
Benjamin, are you dropping darkness?
16.
I am not.
Okay. With a 16, you do manage to flip through, get to those two, and like dig enough, and you find one of the guys completely crushed and impaled by multiple pieces of wood, and you find a key loop on his belt, as well as his coin purse, which currently has 30 gold pieces in it.
I take both.
Alrighty. Both of them just bite them, take them in your mouth, and you guys see a dire wolf trotting along the wood towards the cages with a key and a bag in her mouth, just proud as hell.
I thought you meant 2 coin purses. I was like, yeah, you stole his coin purses.
Oh.
No, I didn't take those.
What was the name of that surgery kit that I got?
It was just a surgery kit. It was a surgical examination kit.
Do you think that would have vials in it?
Potentially. You also have an alchemy kit, so both of those would, between the two of them, they'd have some vials, yeah.
I'm going to take a vial of one of these werewolves' blood.
Okay. So you have vial of werewolf blood. Put a star next to it as well. Or, some sort of symbol.
Okay.
And I'm gonna unshape shift and start unlocking the cages one by one.
All right.
And obviously tuck away the gold.
All right, you tuck away the gold. You unshape shift, and you've got the keys and the coin purse in your mouth, and you take them both out and start unlocking the doors. And people come out and start, like, thanking you and going, and like, what do we do now? Where do we go? And you guys can still hear off in the distance. Dun, 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 dun,
We
dun,
should
dun,
go out the back door while I have darkness at the front.
I agree. You need to go out the door. That's the opposite of this. I don't know where you came from or why these people had you. But as long as you get out of this district and head towards...
Before we release people, we should probably check to make sure they're not lycanthropes.
Make sure they're not what?
Lycanthropes.
I'm pretty sure if they were that, they would have not had them encaged.
What if they were turning them?
And you hear
Were they...
you hear a tabaxi man in one of the cages go, "Nope, they were selling us." Most of these people
Because?
rounded up in the streets. Because Sand Devil always needs slaves in order to do all their menial tasks.
How much were they getting for you?
I don't know. Believe it or not, they didn't really negotiate with us on how much value we were. And you can see this man is like he is a tabaxi that resembles a cheetah. Is his lineage, and he's very like calm and relaxed, like hands sitting, like arms sitting on the bar and looking at you guys.
I would like to walk up to him and like try and pet his ear.
You walk up and he just looks. He looks at you and goes, "What you doing there, miss?"
Nothing.
As we're having this conversation, I just want to say that I am unlocking each door by door by door.
Okay, and they all start to get out. A few of them just straight up start fleeing. And the other ones are like, all right, we'll work together and we'll, get out of here safely and stuff like that. Because you can all still hear the doo-doon, doo-doon alarm bell off in the distance.
I'm going to tell them to start heading towards the, my lord.
Crimson?
Can I think of, the Crimson District, if they want to find safety with someone.
Okay.
It's one of the better districts for them to find help and get maybe out on a ship to get home if they need to. But to stay out of the Black Fist district and what they're in, obviously, in the
Yeah, they're in the
district.
Get out of the Black Fist district as soon as possible. Yeah. Alrighty. And as they are starting to walk their way, the tabaxi sort of looks at you guys and goes, "So, didn't really think much people in this city cared about this kind of thing."
We care.
Yeah, you look
No
like
one
you care.
deserves.
Thank you.
And he's just Benjamin's just stone faced.
And I'm just gonna look at him and say nobody deserves to have their freedom taken from them.
Yeah. Who are you folks exactly?
Just people
We're
passing by. Nothing more.
what she said.
Huh. All right. Well,
What's your name?
he looks over at you and just says, "Convict number 37, I suppose." And he kind of like looks at the numbers and he kind of gives Roxy a cheeky look as she's walking by. And he goes, "Well, thanks for the freedom. Be seeing you guys." And he begins
Shit,
moving
that
out.
doesn't sound good.
Stay in touch.
All right. And
I would like to also start getting out of the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna direct people to go this way.
Yeah, all of the people immediately start fleeing as well, and I'm assuming you start like making it, getting them to the main roads because that's the hardest place for them to be, like it's the most obvious place, so it's the hardest for them to be nabbed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my darkness up until the time runs out on it, just in case. And then that way, whoever
Hey, Hobie,
goes in there.
he needs to get his butt out of there.
And he goes, "I'm looting." Fine. And he
Any
like,
gold you find is property of us. You're not an official member of the team yet.
well, yeah, that's why I don't officially have to share.
Yeah, you do. You have to pay reparations
For what?
for being a dick.
And he goes, "That's genetic, and you know it."
Well, seeming God, how I didn't get it.
All right, and you guys have a sibling rivalry for a little bit as you guys begin to head out. And as you guys are you moving with the people along the Crimson District, or are you separating?
Separating.
Alrighty.
Or, well, I would assume we're separating. Is that what everyone else wants to do, too?
Yes.
Okay. You guys begin to separate. Go ahead.
You mean with the people?
Say, are you traveling with the people, the mob that is going down the main street, or are you leaving?
How many people can I hit with Pass Without a Trace?
Everybody within 30 feet of you, but these people are also not trained stealthy individuals, and there's a lot of them, so you're going to be missing a few of them.
Okay. Well, can I go in the middle of them and just I'm going to cast it real fast?
Yeah,
and
you can get a good
bit
chunk.
better odds.
Well, okay, so Pass Without a Trace follows you, not them.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're not going with them, you can't. Pass Without a Trace is useless.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, I have to go with them to make sure they can at least get to the town.
All right. One of the half-orc individuals looks at you and goes, "Thanks, love. With a group like this, we should be all right on our own. You stay safe out there." And he looks up at the sky. At this point, it's like midday, and he goes, "Looks like something's happening." And you all now can see all of the smoke that is beginning to billow along the north side. And you guys can see that a very large chunk of... It looks like a very large chunk of the Burning District and the Black District is currently on fire.
It?
And
That's not us. We didn't do that.
Out in the distance, you hear a lot of ting, like the ding, ding, like alarms going off just continuously all over on the northern, the northern part of the Black District and into the Burning District.
I'm gonna say, stay away from the fire and stay away from the bells.
And as they're running, you're like, "You don't have to tell us, son." And then they start moving down the main road.
Good.
At this point, Hobie goes, "Well, damn. We didn't do that, did we? I don't feel like we did that."
No, I don't think we did that. That's not
my
us.
knowledge.
We've done it before, but this one's not us.
Okay. So, towards the burning Hail Mary or away?
You know, it's hard to say. I'm not opposed to the Black District burning, but there probably are some innocents.
Let's go towards it.
Kasara, you are aware that the Raven Queen's temple is within the Burning District.
I'm gonna start running towards the Raven Queen temple to try and help make sure that the fire doesn't spread to it.
I have an ability to...
I'm also not gonna say anything. Like, I'm just gonna start taking off in that direction.
I can do shape water. Benjamin, what can you do to take out fire?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So Kasara starts sprinting, and you hit Hobie goes, "Damn it!" and just starts running after you. And he goes, "This is how you always run into trouble."
I've got a civic duty, religious duty. I've got some kind of duty.
Braun goes, "Oh, we're running," and just starts taking off with you guys. And as you're moving through the streets in full sprint, getting onto the main roads, you are seeing a war. There is currently a war going on between the Black Fist and the Burning Hand. You can see multiple members of the Black Fist with their tattoos and their sashes on their shoulders fighting against men with crimson wrapping around their wrists and around their knuckles and they are just going at each other in a complete open street conflict war. You see guards are running in there trying to shut things down, trying to arrest people and killing those that refuse. And you can even see off in the distance, you also even recognize a booming voice of a commanding presence that you recognize as Gabriel Blackfist shouting out orders to his men.
Gonna look around and see if I see any women or children, or innocents in trouble from the fire.
There are quite a few in burning buildings calling for help. People who are running out into the street to get away from their homes and ending up running into this war that you guys are currently running, essentially running around and trying to avoid. The Black Fist seem and Burning Hand seem to not care much about people that aren't wearing the proper equipment, but they are more than willing. They don't care about the collateral if you get in their way.
Well, can I cast my Summon Fae? And I'm gonna start. Can I start trying to help people and do shape water to start putting stuff out and grabbing people?
Alrighty, you start gathering people and trying to guide them to a safe place. Your Fae Spirit doing the same as well, running into buildings and pulling out women and children, getting them away from the conflict as best you can. Once you get them into the alleyways, there's a bit of a better chance, as a lot of this conflict is happening on the main roads, and they are able to help out. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check to see how physically well you do with this problem.
22.
22. Okay, your endurance and adrenaline are just peaked right now, and you are going at a full sprint on constant, avoiding conflict as much as possible. Roll me an investigation check to see how many people you can find and help.
Oh God, no. 12. Fuck.
12. So you're that's not bad given the circumstance. So you are physically able to get every single person that you find, but finding them is the hard part. And you're going from house to house, fire to fire, putting out big ones by doors and windows so people can get out, and you are just doing everything you can to help. What are the rest of you doing?
I am just pretty much helping whoever get water and toss it on the fires.
Okay, so
or whatever people are doing to.
Okay, so
I'm pretty much focusing on keeping the fire from getting to the Raven Queen, but helping as many innocents as I can.
Okay, so you go outside and you do notice that there are quite a few Raven Queen temple members there as well, trying to help out, trying to keep away from the war that is happening in the open streets. There are quite a few guards protecting them, and you notice that Gabriel Blackskull is out there near the temple, and he is directly giving orders for the guards to protect the Raven Queen people, because they are doing what you're doing, and they are trying to put out fires. They are trying to move people into the temple for safety's sake. And so you go ahead and give me an athletics check as well. Hobie will do the same, taking after your lead.
And I will use as much prestidigitation as I can to save as many children as I see.
Alrighty.
I got a nat 20. It's only a 19, but it's a nat 20.
Natural 20. You are moving maybe it's the blessing of the Raven Queen. Maybe it's seeing the people that you stayed with for so long as you were, living here for a period of time. But you have a burst of adrenaline, a burst of focus. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage to try and help out with all those issues. Benjamin, go ahead and give me an investigation check as well, since you're not physically taxing yourself.
7.
All right. So even with the 7, your investigation you're having a hard time finding people. Luckily, your brother is there helping you to point out. His athletics was a 9, but his investigation was a 16. So you two are becoming almost, in a way that you have never done before, in this state of emergency, the two of you are becoming true siblings and almost feeding off of each other's energies and each other's better performances, and you are working together in a way that you never have before, as he's pointing out people and giving instructions, and you are just lightning quick moving without hesitation. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Sorry. Our Discord is a little bit screwed up because I forgot to do something.
What up?
There we are.
My face.
That's better. There we are. We are actually back and ready to go. I apologize, everyone. Unfortunately, there's a power outage on the other half of town where the internet provider is, and so it killed my internet and therefore killed the stream. Yeah, so technical difficulties, nothing you can do about it, but I believe we were jumping right back in, or we were jumping into Benjamin, who is helping out by putting out fires using prestidigitation. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
And I rolled a 6 for investigation.
all right, you rolled a 6. All right, so you're having a bit of trouble as well trying to figure out these fires and where they are the most crucial points. Essentially, it's just taking you a little bit longer, but it is helping to a great degree because the water is diminishing the fire and you are able to extinguish it the moment that it gets small enough. And so you guys are running around and helping out to the best of your ability. And Captain Blackskull even starts to look over and, or sorry, not Captain, Commander Blackskull even looks over to you guys and like acknowledges your presence as you guys continue to fight on and continue to pursue ending this whole thing. And as hours go by, as you are helping out, saving lives, and trying to avoid the conflict as much as possible, as basically the entire city guard is now in this area. There are hundreds of them running around, fighting off hundreds of Black Fist and hundreds of Burning Hand members, and it is just going absolutely nuts. Until you start to notice something new. As about an hour into this, you start to notice that both Black Fist members and Burning Hand members are starting to drop, just like flies. And you notice more hands are appearing to help out. And Roxy, you especially realize very quickly that these people, you recognize a great deal of them. You recognize not only their faces, but you also recognize the symbol and the tattoo, their symbols and their tattoos. These are Crimson Blade members that have apparently left the Crimson District and came to help. Not only help with the fires and the people, but help the guards as well. And you see...
So they're taking out both Burning and Black?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, they're fighting along the guards. And you can see that Commander Blackskull is not happy about it, but he is not going to refuse the help given the current situation as these fires continue to spread. Within an hour after the Crimson Blade members appear and begin doing what the Crimson Blade members do best, which is essentially eliminating other criminal gangs, the fire begins to subside and everything starts to calm down. And the only thing left is rubble where those fires were.
Did I see Gresh there? Up there?
Sorry, my internet's freaking out again. Gresh, you said?
Yeah. Did I see Papa Bear there?
You did not.
No.
Actually, make a perception check.
$17.
17. You do see him out helping. He is not fighting. He is helping people get out of the burning buildings and gathering and basically getting them to clearings and helping out put out fires.
I'm gonna look at him and smile and nod.
And he, you catch his attention eventually, and he looks at you, and you don't see a happy expression on his face. You see a more of like a, and then he continues on.
I don't like that.
All right. Eventually, things begin to calm down. The combat subsides, the fire goes away. And eventually, as you guys are taking your breath, catching your breath, and calming yourselves, Commander Blackskull approaches you guys and says,
Well done. I appreciate the help.
I mean,
Aye,
at
aye,
the end of the
Captain.
day, we weren't the only ones that came to help.
and he looks at you and goes,
I'm aware. And I don't exactly consider that a good thing.
Maybe you shouldn't judge books by their cover.
I've known this book for a very long time, little missy. I've been fighting it for a very long time. And this is exactly the kind of shit she would pull off. Starting a war and then saving you from it. Regardless, you saved a lot of lives today. So, I'll be talking to the king about it, mostly because I'm sure he'll ask. But the city appreciates your efforts.
and he looks over to Kasara and its commander.
Aye, aye, Commander.
He turns around and begins walking.
He's the
He
wrong
needs to
kind of
get
captain.
away.
He's not one for a boat. And I like kind of do like this, like
Lay on to what? Like bed.
Yeah, sure. That.
You know, I think the correct way to say it is he needs to lie down.
Yeah, sure. That.
All right. As things begin to calm down, what are you guys up to?
I'm checking in with the Raven Queen ladies, men, people.
Looking over them, they are busy, very busy with the people inside the temple. The temple was essentially the safe haven, the shelter that people ran to, and where most of the Crimson Blade members brought the innocent in order to protect them from the fires and the danger outside. None of them are injured, but they are all very busy and slightly exhausted, given that this has been a very adrenaline-packed 2 or 3 hours, or adrenaline-packed about 3 or 4 hours.
Ron,
Yeah?
do you think I could persuade you to drink this vial of blood?
No. That's weird,
Okay.
man. You need to stop doing weird stuff.
Okay. Sorry.
It's like that. I need you to just stop saying odd shit. Like,
Accurate.
I'm just gonna go cast as much cure wounds as I can and see if I can see before he leaves. See if I can see Papa Bear.
okay.
See if he's curing anyone nearby.
He is still helping people, and so as you cure wounds of the civilians, you manage to spot him, and you approach. He looks at you and goes,
You alright, kid?
Hi, of course I'm alright. I'm more worried about you.
and he just says, "It'll be fine. Nothing you need to worry about."
Well, that doesn't help me not worry, does it?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, 19. I look at him with my little green eyes that he helped raise.
Over the last 8 years, helped take care of you and watch over you while you worked at the bar, and and he just looks at you, and you've seen this look many times of him just being like, "Oh God, stop it, don't!" And he says,
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
What was
Oh.
it?
You were supposed to take down a few places, weaken them, and the Dragoness was supposed to talk to the Burning Hand, the Wild Fang, and the others. But when the Black Fist started blaming the Burning Hand for your guys' actions, she called it an opportunity. Now, under the midday sun, he looks up. She owns owns everything.
You make it sound bad.
He gestures towards the burning houses, and he said, Roxy, I've never been this conflicted. I wanted the Black Fist gone. The Burning Hand were only a few degrees better. But all these houses, all these lives lost in the process. She took control, and God's damn it, it will be better under her, but she wasn't supposed to be like this anymore.
Pretty more.
These are old habits, Roxy. You've heard the stories of how, when she first got here, she fought and killed the salamanders and took their turf and gave us inspiration to fight for ourselves. Well, like old stories. That's just the version we like telling. When she first got here, I remember everything they all forgot. How she didn't hold back. There were no laws and no concern for casualties. I thought she had changed, but I'm worried about her, Rox.
Then maybe someone needs to remind her.
Aye. I'm gonna have a chat with her. Well, we already had a chat before I came out here when we heard the alarms bell going. Maybe I'll give her some time. We'll talk again.
I see her. Maybe. Maybe she'll listen as well.
Well, don't be getting too conversational. After all, you're going to be seeing her at the Sailor's Rejoice tonight. She told me that
Why would
too.
I?
Well, you all are.
I am not supposed to be around there.
The Misfits are coming back to Sailor's Rejoice tonight. Roxy, he looks at you, like puts his hands on your shoulder and holds on to you, looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "You're coming home, girl."
Aye?
And he like scoops you up and just squeeze. It gives you like that
I
big
give
old
back.
that big Papa Bear man hug, and just.
I give him a big hug. I'm excited.
He says, "Now go get yourself cleaned up, you and your friends.
Aye.
Need to make sure you're presentable tonight."
I don't know if Ron will wear his nice shirt.
Wouldn't expect it any other way. And you can see that he's got he's got like that. He dresses like a sailor because he once was one, but he's got a very open chest as well. And he steps out and continues helping people as they are essentially trying to gather up their lives. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just kind of helping out.
All right.
I'm going from lost child to lost child. Sing. Are you lost? Do you want me to help you find your parents?
I don't know if I should have you roll a persuasion or an intimidation check. I'm assuming he's genuinely trying to be helpful, so go ahead and roll a persuasion.
17.
How are you so... It's so crazy that you're so persuasive.
Well, he's a sorcerer. His main stat is charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there, quite a few children do take. It's momentary like hesitation, but then they're like, "Yeah." they're like trying to get any help that they can, really.
Due to my background, I want to spend my time finding these children's parents.
Okay. So a few more hours go by, and it's basically it gets to evening, about 6 o'clock before you guys are able to get away, essentially. Essentially, everything is handled enough that you guys aren't really needed anymore. And Hobie comes to you, Kasara, and he's like, looks around at all of the dead black fists and burning hands that are scattered across the street. And he goes, yeah, I don't think I need to protect you anymore. He's like looking around and he goes, I'm pretty sure they're both like done.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably done. They're pretty much handled.
I have never seen anything like this. This city's fucking crazy. I'm going home.
You're going. That's any better than this?
Well, no, not. That's not home. All right, not
Right.
anymore.
Nope. I forgot. You got a bun in the oven.
I didn't say
You
that.
do look.
But he does look a little nervous as he says that.
I mean, it do look like you're carrying something.
Are you looking down at his stomach when you say that?
Yep.
And he
I'm
goes,
gonna like rub his little belly.
and he goes,
You're a
"Oh."
fatty.
My little niece.
he's like, all that nervousness goes away, and he just like goes, "You're a toxic bitch, you know that."
I learned from the best.
He like tassels your hair quite a bit, and says, "If you're going to Estrix at any time, go look up the dire beasts. All right."
That sounds like a welcoming people.
He goes, "Oh, they're not, but you tell them that you're my sister, and you know it'll be fine." And he continues walking down the road. Hopefully, they don't eat you when they see you.
I mean, probably wouldn't taste too good.
And he disappears into the city.
I guess I mean I use all my spell slots of the rest that I had for healing
Alrighty.
people, but
Hey,
then
Mr.
I'll come
Jocks,
back
thanks
and
for
let
joining.
I'll let them know that we need to get cleaned up and head over to the bar.
Okay.
Ooh, I love drinking on a good couple of kills.
Alrighty. You guys go to a place, get cleaned up, and then head straight for the Sailor's Rejoice?
Yep.
Alrighty. As you guys get yourselves tidy up, get the blood off of you, Braun has a lot that was splattered that he needs to, take care of. You guys walk up, and at first Braun, boldly approaches, and you can see two bouncers on the outside going, "Is reserved for a private party."
We are the private party.
And he looks at you and your black eyes, looks at Benjamin, and then looks at Roxy and goes, "Yep, these three look like the type, and I know her." And this is Jeffrey of the usual at the Sailor's Rejoice, one that you have seen many times, Roxy.
Look like the type of what?
Well, the Misfits, the description we got.
Well, then you know that we are supposed to be here.
Yes, ma'am. And he opens the door.
By chance, there's not a Fred in there, is there?
I didn't ask for everybody's name.
Okay.
You guys are able to walk in, at which point you see a bunch of people looking at you. And the Dragoness standing, appearing, and waiting. And she looks to you and says, "The Misfits of Tidal City. Today is our victory day. We took Burning... Not only did we take down the Black Fist and their territory, but we managed to remove the Burning District and the Burning Hand as a threat. Today is a day of victory. There's only one thing left to do." And she looks at all of you. "Tie up loose ends."
I have loose ends.
You should see your faces. And the whole crowd starts to laugh at you, at all of you guys, as you're like, "Tie up loose ends?" And she steps forward and says,
I'm gonna pull my dagger out before she laughs.
okay, yeah. You pull out your dagger. Roxy's eyes go a little wide. Benjamin looks confused, and Braun goes, and she looks
Braun
to...
starts looking at his ends. They don't look loose to me.
Yeah, he looks at the rope around his belt, and he's like, seems tight. But yes, it turns out she was joking, and the crowd does enjoy your moment of panic. And she goes, no, actually, we have something else intended for you. And Papa Bear steps forward. Roxy, you can see a little bit of a tension between the two of them as he holds out a small chest. And she steps forward and opens it in front of you guys, and you all see pins, lapels, of a silver dagger with a red blade. And she goes, most of you don't know this, as she addresses the crowd, but I gathered the Misfits in order to try and make this city a safer place and get rid of the human trafficking scum that is the Black Fist. And you hear a lot of, yeah, and cheers as she states this. And she says, and thanks to their hard work and efforts, they succeeded. The Black Fist are no more, and it's time to make them officially, and she looks over to you, Roxy, some who should have been official a long time ago, Crimson Blade members. And she opens the box and steps forward towards Benjamin and says to the three of you, Kasara, Benjamin, and Braun, we have a tradition here. Whenever you're sworn in, a nickname is chosen. Whether or not you go by that nickname is up to you. But I think we have some good ones for the four of you. And she takes out a one of the lapels and pins it onto Benjamin's chest and says, Benjamin, the undying sorcerer who uses magic to confuse and support his allies. Benjamin the Immortal.
What do you always wanted?
What was that?
I said it's what he always wanted.
Soon be immortal.
Certainly. She turns to Braun. This is when I wish she pierces
here.
Braun's nip.
Oh yeah, sure. Pierces his boobie.
It's one of those times when you wish that a certain player was in, but oh well. Sorry, we miss you, Becca. She steps forward to Braun and says,
She
Braun.
said left nipple preferred.
She says, Braun, whose strength and courage defends his allies and destroys his enemies. And she clips it onto his belt because she's not a freak.
No, he needs a nipple piercing. It makes him look cooler.
And says, Braun, Becca, what the
Destroyer.
fuck?
I said nipple.
Braun, the Guardian.
Caleb hates me.
And she steps over to Kasara and Roxy and says, Kasara,
What's up?
follower
What'd I
of
do?
the Raven Queen, healer and slayer of monsters.
You are Braun the Guardian, I'd like.
Healer of allies and slayer of monsters. And she places the lapel on your shoulder and says, Kasara, the Raven Warrior. And she, the stealer of teeth, yes.
I was gonna say the Tooth Fairy, but
She turns to Roxy and says, "We all know Roxy." And you hear more, "Yeah," more cheers.
I give a little salute.
The
Rock.
spicy bear.
Roxy, the one I scooped out of the ocean 8 years ago and brought to this city. One who has been with us for a long time, but never officially one of us. One who should have gotten this a long time ago. And she places the pin on your chest and says, "Roxy, our wildfire." And she steps back and says, "Well, I don't know about you boys, but I think that's plenty of ceremony. Let us celebrate!" And everyone cheers and rushes over and starts patting you on the back and saying welcome. Roxy, you get quite a few hugs from the people that have known you and have been your regulars for a long time. And you guys are basically brought to the bar, and you are given drinks and all kinds of fun as the Dragoness steps into the crowd and disappears.
Well, I'm gonna keep track of her
Yeah, sure you are.
as well as best I can.
She does step into the crowd, walks through a few people, and turns invisible. So she very quickly disappears. People begin to spread out and drink and celebrate.
Does she have a normal room she would go to, or like up here where it's like they could look down?
Given your history with her, go ahead and roll me a history check to see if you had ever gotten that out of her.
Fuck. No, not one.
Natural one. You have heard that she has a place that she likes to go. With being here for 8 years, but you were never able to get that out of her, and it was one of those things where you didn't really feel like, you were supposed to just ask.
I'm gonna be frustrated a little bit and I'm happy, but I'm gonna go up here where I can watch everyone from above, and I'm gonna be like, kind of sigh, be like, Ness, where the hell did you go?
Alrighty. And the rest of you, what are you up to as you are given drinks and fun?
I'm getting
aplenty?
white girl wasted.
All right, you're partying. They have plenty of dice games, card games. At some point, a bunch of them get into the arena and start brawling, probably including Braun. And it just becomes an absolute madhouse of celebrations and fun, as you guys are now officially Crimson Blades members. And as everyone else is having fun, Benjamin, you ran off into the corner.
Yes, I'm just sitting at the table thinking, kind of playing with the vial of blood between my fingers, and thinking about Talia
All right.
and what it meant whenever the man said that she was the key to everything.
Alrighty. So as you contemplate, according to Becca in the chat, Braun is getting sloshed and arm wrestling people as well throughout the night. Kasara has the fun pleasure of teaching Braun how to throw it back.
Yep. I'm teaching him how to pop that pussy.
Crazy.
All right. And as all of that's happening, eventually Roxy, Papa Bear, comes up with a drink, rum, your favorite,
Right.
and hands it over to you and says, "Not enjoying yourself tonight?"
Where could she have gone? I know she's always vanished. I never really cared. But one, I would like to talk to her about tonight. But two, I got another situation that, well, I need to know I can trust her with.
Make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage. You have a soft spot in Papa Bear.
And I'll look at him and be like, it's a kid. 16.
All right. He looks at you and goes, I ain't supposed to tell you, so you don't tell nobody else. But when she gets like this, her head a mess, she goes up to the clock tower to look at the city. I bet you right now she's got her eyes on a very particular part of it.
Thanks, Papa. If anything, I'll tell her I just sniffed her out.
While this is happening, can Braun slip out of this tavern and head towards Dragoness's mansion?
Ron or Benjamin?
Benjamin.
Or Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin, yes. I was about to say, let's ask him, like, are you asking me if a different player can do something? But yes, Benjamin can slip out and head to, back to the mansion.
And I am gonna head to the clock tower.
Okay. Braun and Kansara, as the two of you are getting plastered and probably won't know where you wake up tomorrow, we're going to join Roxy as she returns.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Braun says they get a crimson blade tattoo.
Yes, me and
Stamps
Braun get matching
specifically.
tattoos.
Tramp stamp specifically. He said.
Yes.
Braun
Yes. Yes.
And funny enough, there is a tattoo artist there. He's very drunk, but he's more than happy to do it
Fuck
for
yes,
you
I love drunken tattoos.
as a celebration of your guys' commitment to the Crimson Blades. Roxy, you get to the clock tower, and the door is locked at the bottom. Is there anything
got
you'd
nothing
like to
happening.
try?
I'm gonna say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair.
Rude, she's got short hair.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Just straight, no advantage.
12.
There doesn't seem to be an immediate response.
Yes, I know you're up there. I can smell you.
Gross.
I can smell
The
you.
back.
After a few moments, you see something glint in the sky that is starting to set. And you see ting, 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 a key bounce on the floor.
I'll grab it and unlock the door.
You unlock the door and you begin heading up. It's a lot of stairs. By the time you get up there, you're kind of like... Because this is like a 60-foot tower, which towers over all the rest of the buildings in the city. And you get up there and and you see the Dragoness standing at one of the windows of the clock tower and is looking out towards the east, towards the destroyed portion of the city. And she's just staring.
You know, a wise woman got very angry at me once. Do you know why?
She stays quiet.
Someone I very much respect, look up to. She's still that woman.
All it took was opportunity. A moment. The instance that I knew that they were turning against each other. And I didn't even hesitate. I didn't even think of what could happen until Gresh heard those alarm bells and he already knew.
I can't say much, Ness. I made the same mistake. But you be the one that pointed all of us in the right direction from it. Made us more aware.
Congratulations. You found your biggest hypocrite.
I fight human.
I don't know if I
Find-
can lead them anymore, Roxy.
I think you be the right person to lead. But you need to have someone like Gresh by your side that can pull you back.
When I was little, I got this power to disappear. I earned it, of course, trained for years, and once I could disappear and no one could hold me back anymore, I did whatever I wanted and I got what I wanted. The benefit of it is that I got my revenge, I got my portion of the city back, and then I got this, but the worst part about being able to disappear whenever you want is that nobody gets to keep you from doing whatever you want. I hadn't thought about that until tonight.
If I have to come back and kick your ass, or stay here and kick your ass, and get stronger to do so, I will. To bring you back. You're not a bad person, Ness. You know that.
She looks to you, Roxy, and goes, Rox, I'm a monster. I made myself into a monster so I could get what I wanted. Leading these people was just a... It was supposed to be just a means to an end. I have no illusions about who I am or what I do. I kill for the sake of wanting to. Because I decided that they need to die. I'm not a person.
But you are a person. I see you right now. You're human.
And she goes, well, at least halfway anyway. And she moves
No.
her half-elven ears.
Ness, I mean...
I know what you mean, Rox.
What is that?
That's my neighbors. I think
Are they
they're
okay?
I think their children are wrestling or something. I don't know. They're banging against the wall. Well,
Got
if
quiet.
red and blue, it did not get quiet. If red and blue lights start flashing in my window, we know what happened. Anyway,
Oh my God.
apparently the Dragoness is not the only one having a crisis tonight. She looks at you and says, I know what you mean, Rox. How can I trust myself to lead them if the moment... And she looks out to the city that out there and she goes, how many did I kill just by instigating?
Don't know how many did I kill by throwing a fireball.
You
It
have a point.
sucks. We have to live with it. But we get better. We learn. We do better.
She walks forward to you. And for the first time, you see a vulnerable softness in her eyes and in her face. She gives you a hug, and holds on to you, and says, I'm gonna miss you, Rox.
Where are you going? Where am I?
She says, no, that's not. She steps back and goes, I didn't mean I was going to kill you.
No, not that. I just didn't know if you were sending me away or if you're trying to run away from me. I can't have you run away. I have something too important.
And she goes, you have something for me.
Maybe she will keep you grounded. Maybe it'll give you something to encourage, to protect that's good. Kind of like you did for me.
She.
She.
Surprise, you're a mother.
And who is this she?
Her name is Talia.
That name sounds very familiar.
My mom's name was that, but this one is a child.
All right. And you are hoping that I'll watch after her?
I mean, I don't know anyone better who can watch after someone who is different. Because they know what it's like to be different.
All right, well...
She knows not one thing of this world. Not what normal food was. Not what a bath was. Not how to even comb her hair.
And where did you get this girl?
She was imprisoned. Whole life.
Oh,
One of the
yes.
places.
Reginald sent a letter. That's right.
But there's something different about her. She's
Dun dun dun.
been experimented on, probably for a reason.
Well, that is disconcerting.
But she needs gentleness.
She looks at
One
you.
that maybe you could practice.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, given your relationship. 15. She looks at you with a sly smirk and says, you know, I'm not exactly known for gentleness.
Sometimes it just takes a small child to bring out that motherly or big sister vibe.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that for her, so.
I will consider it. We can talk more about it in the morning. I'll go speak with her, but for tonight, when I mentioned missing you or you leaving, I have a feeling that's going to be happening very soon. Come along. I have something for you.
Okay.
And she
It's a
begins.
gun.
I have something for you. And she throws you off the balcony. No one can know my weakness. Yeah! And you go down the stairs and are brought outside across the rowdy bar where you see Kasara and Braun arm wrestling through the window. And everyone just going.
Ron beats me and I put him in a chokehold.
I'm gonna look over and point like I beat him as a bear.
She
But it
goes.
did take a bear for him.
She goes. Actually, I heard that story. The storm guards do love to gossip.
It was fun.
And she brings you out to the docks, where you see this.
Ship.
She points out and she gestures out to it and goes, it's not as quite as big as the original, I don't think, but I think you've spent enough time on dry land.
And I recognize the Jolly Roger.
You look over at the ship, and painted along the back is Moonshadow.
My eyes go huge. I'm speechless. I'm just gonna look at her like, It looks almost identical.
Well, you were very descriptive about your home over the years, so...
I mean, I did only live on a ship, but yeah.
Well, I think the Misfits have more to do in this world, and I think you've avoided the sea for long enough. And there may or may not be a few Blackfish stragglers left over that might, you know, start hunting you now that they know that you're one of us in the aid that you did. Because trust me, word will get out eventually. But either way, this is a bit of a thank you from a friend.
And I will
Are
give her.
your
I'll
neighbors
give
like
her a
getting
hug.
murdered?
No, that was like some furniture moving or something like that. That happens actually quite often.
Okay. Sorry, I heard thudding and I was just like, Jesus.
No,
Are they hiding the body?
no, that's not gunshot. That was not loud enough for that.
No, it's like, are they moving a body around?
Well, if they're gonna get caught, there's cameras everywhere in this bitch. Every hallway, every car, like. So, but yeah, she looks to you and says, calls you a friend.
I give her a big hug, knowing it's gonna make her uncomfortable because I'm just like that over encumbered with joy.
She, as you like lunge for the like, just like almost like snap reflex lunge for the hug, she very immediately sort of like deflects you and then like tosses you off to the side and then stands there and goes, "Oh shit, sorry, habit."
I go
then
again. I go again. I go for another hug.
and she just like lets you cling onto her. You can tell the tension in her body. She had to like fight her instincts again, and she's like, gives you a hug.
See, good practice. Now, I don't know if you're headed back to the mansion, but as much as I want to go explore every inch of this boat and make sure no one touches it, I gotta get back to that kid.
You'll have plenty of time to explore tomorrow. Besides, I don't think your friends will be in a condition to look at it right now. And you can see over the sailors' rejoice. There's a lot of like movement around and then a loud like crashing noise.
I'm beating the fuck out of Braun.
She lost the arm wrestling, so now she's on his shoulders going, "Ah, ah," and he's just like throwing her around the bar. Everyone's cheering and laughing and drinking. But she says, "I have things to attend to. I have a new method of leadership to consider, I suppose."
Alright, you're right. As a changed person, one that's growing every day, like the rest of us, who makes mistakes, maybe big ones, but is a good person.
We'll see about that. And she
No, see.
disappears.
And then I'm gonna yell out, "I know, Ness."
I know! Just out into the hole, out by the docks.
I'm gonna look at my boat one more time and I'm gonna head back.
Okay. And you head on back to the mansion. Kasara and Braun basically spend the night at the bar.
Yeah, we do.
Not together.
Benjamin.
Well, not that way.
As the hooligans that you are. Benjamin. Sorry. You were the first to arrive at the house.
Reginald,
Yes, sir.
where's the child?
I'm
You
gonna have
look-
to tell you.
He looks at you and says, "That seems a very concerning tone of voice, sir."
Nothing to be concerned about.
She is resting.
Doesn't alleviate the concern.
She is sleeping.
I must talk to her.
But she is sleeping. Perhaps conversations are best left for the morning, when a child is rested enough to answer your many and inspiring questions.
I'm gonna pretend to go to my room,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go to her room.
He's following you. And
I'm still.
he's following,
I'm
and
still-
he states, and he goes, "Sir, I do believe you have gotten lost and wandered away from your room."
I haven't, and I will walk in. Talia,
Talia is sound asleep in the bed.
Pick up my kid. That's crazy.
Talia, I'll go and gently wake her up.
You begin to wake her up, and as you like give her like a little shake, her eyes open, and you can see a ring of gold around the edges of her iris that quickly fades as she looks at you and goes, "Huh."
No need to fear me. I'm not going to harm you.
She's just looking at you.
My mind will not rest until I have answers.
She goes,
Will
"Okay."
you follow me?
I
Why?
got candy and a puppy.
Into this white van, little girl.
Will you allow me to touch you with a small amount of electric magic?
She looks over at Reginald. And she goes, "Why?"
I'm just testing a theory. I want to see if there's a reaction.
She sits up and holds her hand out.
And I will use Witch Bolt as softly as I can, however you want to do that.
Roll me a
Easily.
charisma saving throw to see how well you can control your magic. Without
22.
Okay. 22. As you charge it up and try and diminish it and basically wait for it to die out at the last moment, you reach over and contact her, and it ow, and she
Nothing.
it hurt.
Another failed experiment.
I think it's best that we allow the young girl to rest, Master Benjamin.
I suppose you're right. My apologies, young lady.
She kind of like curls into the bed and like pulls the sheets over and is just like watching you leave the room.
I will go to my room.
All right. Roxy, eventually you return home.
I return home.
Is there anything you'd like to do before heading to bed?
No, I go straight into the room and make sure Talia's there, see if she's asleep.
All right. You are a ways after Benjamin because he left the party almost immediately. And you spent some time with the Dragoness and by the docks and all that. And so by the time you do get back in, she is sound asleep once again in the bed.
I'm gonna, just look at her, make sure she's okay. I'll pet her head a little bit, and then I'll go lay down on the sofa.
Okay. She seems restful and gently slipping away into the night. She seems peaceful. Is the way I'll say it. And as you guys all drift off to slumber, some of you in the presence of the small child that you have adopted, some of you frustrated from another failed experiment that you didn't understand, or could not get results of. And 2 of you completely plastered, sleeping on tables, and with 15 other people
Yeah,
scattered
buddy.
across the bar, completely passed out. You guys, as you all rest, we are going to end tonight's session there, and we will say goodnight. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We once again apologize for the technical difficulties with the internet, and we will all love to see you again next Sunday. Have a great week. Bye.